The following is a presentation of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Student-led, student-centered, student-serving.
Welcome in to Frederick, Colorado, home of the Frederick Golden Eagles, as tonight marks the home opener here in 2025 for the girls soccer team. I'm Ian McKendry. Alongside me is Mason Shafronic tonight. As Mason, how are we doing tonight?
Man, we are thriving up here. It's good to be back outdoors.
We are back. We just got done with girls playoff basketball.
Oh, they're still going.
They are still going. Moving on to the, grade 8, I
Grade
believe?
8.
Yep.
You better be there at the Coliseum tomorrow, 10:45.
Bring your support. I think we're playing Meade. That's going to be
We
need a rematch.
The 2 seed versus the 7 seed. Can Frederick pull the upset? That's not the game we're worried about. We're here for girls soccer against Greeley Central.
First one here in 2025.
Yes, sir.
I am excited to go.
I'm fired up.
As Mason, do you want to take a look at your keys for tonight's game?
We start at home. The girls have to come out flying, absolutely buzzing. It's going to be electric. They got to get the tempo going and really move that ball. That brings me into second. They got to spread out the pitch. You can't move the ball very effectively if you're just clumped up 11.
Yeah, you got to create
11 right there.
You got to create the space. You got to get open, and you just got to make plays.
Got to do it.
Exactly.
And then we got to capitalize on every opportunity. We played our first game yesterday.
This is true.
And
they did catch the loss there.
Yeah, they did get shut out. So they're going to score the first tonight.
I believe so. I believe so, yeah.
They got to capitalize on every opportunity they can.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a big
to win.
Yeah, we got to get those opportunities, create the space and just like you said, capitalize.
Exactly.
As this team is dialed, as you would say.
Oh yeah.
Ready to go. First game at home. It's a nice little breezy out there.
A little bit.
It's a little breezy.
Some are saying we might see some rain here, so we get a weather delay. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we looked behind us and it was
yeah, to the west, she looks a little nasty. It might be a little whirlwind going over there.
little rainy out there. You don't like to see that.
With that, let's hear from the third member of our team, Hunter Vickers. Hunter.
Now we're ready.
Thank you, Ian. I'm down here on the sideline, man. The weatherman on the west is looking brutal. Hopefully the fierce girls out here feel like they can win. Back up to you, Ian.
As we are back up here, Mason, let's take a look at that starting 11 for Frederick tonight.
Yes, sir.
As we got, numbers there. Avery Briggs starting in the net, sophomore. We were talking about this earlier. This is kind of a rebuild kind of season.
We kind of said it was rebuild. I mean, I don't want to count them out game 1 of the season. I mean, game 2 now. But it's a very young core. We're looking online, and 2 seniors, a few juniors.
And the rest is
it's a lot of sophomore base.
Yeah, it's very underclassed.
I think in 2 years, this team could have crazy potential.
Oh, for sure. And then, looking at Greeley Central, they're coming in. They haven't played a game yet this season.
No, they have
0-0
not.
on the year.
We're looking to make that 0-1.
We are.
They last season finished 4-10-1, but 0-5 in league play.
This is a non-league match.
This is indeed.
Go
ahead.
Last time we were here on the home opener, we did catch the win. I believe we won 4-1. I think it was against Longmont. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I'm just excited to get going.
We'll see a little captain's meeting here at center field.
Yeah, our captains for tonight.
Captains for tonight, Sage Mares and Hayden Rickman.
I believe so, yeah, those two. One senior and
per
one
max
junior.
preps. Per max
preps. Ooh. Max preps, sorry. Yeah, I mean, Mason, it's been a while since you've been on the mic.
It has been.
You're back.
It is interesting. I do a lot around this program, mostly behind the scenes.
A lot of technical.
Yeah. I wasn't even supposed to be on mic. You tune in for more soccer games. I should not be here. It's kind of a one-off here.
It should be Sergio
Marquez, yes, the soccer expert.
The soccer expert, as we call him. As we just get awaiting the start of this one.
Riled up here. I don't know. Oh, there we
go.
Got the PA mic going.
PA mic has started. Guys, yeah, we're just ready to go. Non-league matchup here. Frederick versus Greeley Central. They took a little bus ride. We saw them earlier today.
We did. Oh, and you can see rain coming down.
As we're going to set it down to the floor for the national anthem. As we are back up here in the booth, we'll start hearing the starters for both sides. Greeley Central first.
Yes, sir.
As I'm excited, we're back.
I love being back out here.
It's
how long you think this game's gonna go? I mean, I don't know. You guys can't really pick it up. I mean, you can kind of see it on the stream.
The rain is starting to come down.
It is leaking. It is lethal out there. Some might say it's raging.
Insane amount of rain right now. As, yeah, we just see Greeley Central starting 5 getting announced out there.
Starting 5?
Sorry, starting
they
11.
Have 11.
Sorry, I'm used to basketball.
Used to basketball, yeah.
We're just getting out of the basketball season. But, yeah, Mason, I mean, it's been a minute since you were on the broadcast, on the booth. As, yeah, just Greeley Central here in Frederick.
It's going to be a thriller, man. I'm ready to go.
The barn is pretty rowdy.
It's kind of full. Very full. A lot of people brought their umbrellas, too, which is...
I mean, they were ready for the rain.
Yeah, they were smart.
As now, you know, we get to see, you know, our starting 11.
Yes, sir.
As Avery, you know, we talked about her a little bit earlier, you know, sophomore starting goaltend.
Yes.
That's very, very impressive.
Briggs getting the start as a sophomore.
Yeah, a few sophomores getting the start. One freshman, Brooklyn Rickman, sister to Hayden Rickman out there. Yeah, and then the rest is, there's quite a few sophomores and juniors and then a senior and then one freshman starting on that team.
See Sage Mara's come out, captain for this team.
Yeah, crucial captain. You need the seniority captains up there.
Yes.
You need those. Especially in, you know, a year like this where, you know, you're losing a lot of your big assets.
Yeah, 100% agree.
You're just in a kind of a rebuild like we talked about earlier.
I'm excited to see them come out. I hope they come out strong.
Yeah, I agree. We need to come out fast-paced.
If Frederick can pop one early, get this barn riled up. I mean, it's not a barn. You can't call an outdoor facility a barn, but get this pitch riled up.
Get the pitch rowdy and, you know, swing that momentum all the way into the second half and just get going for tonight. As, yeah, both teams will just huddle up one more time, you know, get that final game plan in there, and then just get rolling.
I have a teacher aid block, and in one of them, this is out there, but one of them plays on the soccer team, and they're talking about the pregame hype songs.
Oh.
And they said that it wasn't great music.
Oh.
It's got to be clean, but the songs in the playlist aren't great.
Oh.
But that was just game one. We can see she was adding songs all class. She might have this team roaring, ready to go.
Dialed, ready to go, ready to roll.
Let's go, man.
Yes.
What is Greeley Central waiting on? I know you guys can't see it on the broadcast, but they're still huddled. Now they're coming out.
Ready to go. It looks like Frederick, I believe, starting with the ball here. You got that home field advantage.
Yeah.
You got to utilize it,
Exactly.
especially in the home opener as well. You want to capitalize on the shots like we talked about earlier.
Exactly.
As here we go, kickoff starting. Frederick will get us going here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Greeley Central moving it from the midfield stripe now, trying to get it into Frederick's defensive half. Frederick's midfield pushing it down the far side. Coughed up in the middle. Greeley Central moving it down the right wing side. Just going to back check, play smart. Watching that line out there, trying to make sure that ball does not go out of bounds, and it does.
It will.
But it's a Greeley Central throw.
Frederick's done an excellent job so far keeping them north of the 45. Greeley Central will get a toss in here. And it'll probably come over. Yes, it will.
Yeah, they're going to try to utilize, the no offsides on throw-ins. You got to utilize that. Get some open opportunities behind that Frederick defensive line. So I believe a little foul
What was
call
that?
there.
Okay, there you go. That ball looked like it ended up rolling into the Frederick bench. Surprised kept going. It's kind of weird that they put the benches on the far side.
Yeah, boys, it's on the close side right here. We see it most of the time, but right now it's on that far side. Frederick moving it down that far side as we talked about. And Greeley Central just going to take it off the leg.
It'll be interesting to see how the rain affects. I mean, that ball is probably real slick.
It's also turf
and
out
that
there.
turf
It's
is-
yeah.
We might see some slip and slide action.
I agree very, very much there. Down that right wing side, Frederick trying to move and push the pace. There they go, finding a hole, exposing that defensive line. Frederick has an opportunity, goes right through her legs, and Greeley Central will take that and try to move the other way. Moving it now, Frederick's midfield and strikers trying to, push that pressure behind Greeley Central and essentially pit pocket them.
Exactly.
Throw in fourth coming for Greeley Central.
So far, Greeley Central's defensive backs have been kind of a brick wall. I mean, one squeeze through, not very dangerous of an opportunity.
Briggs controls. Just going to pick that one up. Play smart. Says it on down. Just going to bounce over a few heads or roll into about the midfield area. And again, a throw in coming up for Greeley Central.
One thing you also got to wonder about is the cardio here. I mean, it's early in the season, and their cardio is probably not at 100%.
No, you're still in
You're still kind of preseason form. I mean, they got better cardio than I do, but wondering how that goes, especially for these starters that stay in for a while.
Yeah, for quite a while they're in, and the cardio is big, especially early on in the season. You don't do as much. You're heavy on the conditioning to start the season. You got to utilize that. Greeley Central with a nice little spin move, bringing it down. Shot from outside the box is in the back of the net. Greeley Central starts us off with a 1-0 lead.
Greeley Central got a good break there off the kick-in from the goaltender and came right to her. She had I'd call it a breakaway almost. No one in front of her, allowing for Greeley Central just to
Yeah, they had a nice little turnaround spin move. Frederick just wants to get started right back up really, really quickly so they can just keep it, keep that momentum meter, kind of even still. You don't want Greeley Central to take over completely, only about 4 minutes into the game. Frederick moving it down the left wing side now. Pushing that pace, nice little move. Has space, looking for the cross inside the box, a little far outside. Misses both the strikers, the far right wing. Nowhere to be found out there for Frederick. Trying to be out of bounds on Greeley. Throw-in coming up for Frederick on that far sideline.
We need Frederick to capitalize here. First real offensive zone opportunity. See what they can make of it.
As it's hit off a leg. Ball's flying around far side, about on the Greeley's bench. Central doing a good job of forcing Frederick to try to work it rather outside than inside. They want to get it to their strikers inside that territory. That one's going to be a Frederick throw-in once again. Frederick trying to utilize that no offsides. Trying to get it in the box. No one there to receive her pass. Back up to the midfield area. Frederick has moved their defensive backs up into more of a midfield area. They're pushing heavy offensive. They're running the 4-2-4, trying to go very heavy on the attack now. Good opportunity there from Frederick. It's going to be another throw-in. Got 2 opportunities down that left wing side. They go to it. Lost on the header. Frederick retains it. Greeley Central coming away with it, though, as now they push it down their right wing side.
Very smart move by Greeley Central's defenseman there. Got around one man and made the smart play just to head man that ball.
Yeah, they did a good job of forcing Frederick to basically run into each other. They trapped outside there and just couldn't allow anything.
Piffer tried keeping that ball in on the line, kind of danced with it, but that will leak across the line.
Yeah, it'll be a throw-in again for Greeley Central. They've had many opportunities for throw-ins, and they throw that one right inside the box. Frederick's there to try to clear. As right now, it's slipped off the side of the ankle, as that one's sent down.
I think it was booted.
Met by Greeley Central's defensive line. Frederick once again moving it, sees the opportunity, sends her through. Frederick has 2-on-4 down the left wing side.
She's got to make something quick here. Oh.
As they kind of just collided there. Sends it back to the midfield area, and Greeley Central will clear it once again. As they're boxing out, trying to keep that ball away from Frederick. Frederick's had a lot more possession since that first goal from Greeley Central. They've been working.
I was just about to say, Greeley Central's defensive side has been pretty strong, though. They haven't given Frederick any grade A scoring opportunities.
Yeah, like you said, they've been kind of a wall so far. Out to that far back, right back area. Frederick in the midfield area, looking for opportunities.
That was a complete miscommunication by Frederick, but they got a good bounce out of it.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like anybody's on this left wing side for Frederick. They've all kind of, kind of submerged into that, center to right wing side. And like you said, you gotta spread out on the pitch. You gotta get open.
I mean, these girls are fierce. They gotta get going here.
Frederick on the throw in. Connects. He's trying to get it through there. She does, but an offside's going to be called there. Flag goes up. Is that's one of those where it's hard to, kind of distinguish from up here if it was or not.
That was close, though.
It was very, very close.
I mean, being a Frederick fan, I'd disagree with that, but I'm watching from 300 feet away, and the ref's about 10 feet.
Yeah, they're right there. We're in the press box. This one's going to go all the way back for Briggs to retrieve. Avery, as a sophomore goaltender, she's got to have a loud voice. She's got to be able to communicate with not just her backs, but her midfield, too, trying to, tell them what she can see, because she has probably the best view of the pitch from where she is. She can see where everyone is at all times.
I was just going to say, Briggs looks comfortable back there. I mean, being a sophomore as a starting goalkeeper.
She's calm.
Yeah, it's got to be nerve-wracking. But she looks good back there.
Frederick kind of lost. The ball was sent up there. Couldn't really find where it ended up. That one's going to go out of bounds, as Greeley Central's going to have a good throw-in opportunity here.
I really haven't seen the rain effect. It's not very visual up here.
Yeah, it looks kind of just like light rain, but it's enough that it's there.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, on the field, too, the players don't look, extremely affected by it.
No.
It almost looks like it's slowing down. It might. I'm not no meteorologist or nothing, but I don't know.
I don't know. No, we can't really distinguish the weather. Blazing speed down that far side. Frederick trying to win it. They will get that throw in, as they're just trying to hustle down, get that throw in, utilizing this opportunity. Taking it down the far sideline. Greeley Central trying to wall her off, not allow her to go anywhere. They get there. Kicking her out of the corner. Nice little jab step move. That one's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a nice.
Kicked out of bounds there.
A nice little throw-in opportunity. We're talking about Nia Trevino, pregame number 9 for Greeley Central, had half a goal per game.
Yeah, last
year.
season she was a junior. This year a senior.
Score-
She averaged half a goal a game.
Yeah, scoring a goal every other game. That's very
That's
impressive.
pretty nice.
At a high school level, too. That is very impressive. Flag goes up. That's going to be an offsides for Frederick. Greeley Central up 1-0. 29:43 to go in this first half. Going to be a free kick coming up for Greeley Central. As these are big opportunities, push the pace down the pitch.
Exactly.
Like we talked about with Briggs, who has, the best view. You have the best view from those in your own end free kicks. Frederick trying to find a through ball a little too much. It's going to be wrapped up that time by Corral, their goaltender.
What a fitting last name for a goalkeeper.
Corral. She corrals that ball. Nice job keeping
Nice
that ball
touch.
in. Tight roping that line to keep it in. And now Greeley Central trying to move it in. Past Frederick's line. They say no. Through ball going. Frederick has numbers. It's a 4-on-4. Slowing it down. Nice little cross there. Stepping inside the box.
Oh.
Shot just off wide that time.
That ball looked like it had a little bit of spin to her.
Yeah, maybe a little too much spin.
She was trending right very quickly.
Yeah, ball sent left to the keeper that time. It was a good opportunity. That's what Frederick needed. Left of the keeper.
Okay, yeah.
Goal kick coming up as she put too much on it. Not able to get a nice touch there. Going to be a Frederick throw-in. Mason, we're down 1, nearing about halfway through this first half.
Yeah, I was just thinking we got to capitalize. We're controlling the ball a lot in the offensive zone, and it tends to be where most of the play ends up being.
We've had a lot of opportunities. We just can't get the ball inside, the middle of that Greeley Central defense. That's where they're the strongest right now. Nice little throw in that time. Greeley Central's just going to send that one out again, and it's going to be another throw in for Frederick.
I think Greeley Central's learning that Frederick doesn't do well off the throw in. They're kind of jumbled, and so if you force if you're in a bad situation, you force Frederick to throw it in, you got a higher probability out of it.
Yeah, they're also just trying to clear that ball and not allow Frederick to get any opportunities from it. As they're going to try to through ball it again this time. It just hits off the leg, misread where that ball wanted to be and where it ended up. Nice through ball that time, trying to connect to someone down low on the left wing side. Frederick moving it. Nice little step shot. That time blocked by the center back that time. Ball just rolls to that right corner. Nice job by Greeley Central to step in front of that shot.
Good defensive play by Annalena Davis. Got in front of that ball and kept this game 1-0 for Central.
That was a left-footed shot there from Frederick, too. That was going to be a good-looking shot as it was looking like it was going to hit the back of that net, go top bins.
I'd say it was kind of a slow start for Frederick, but they've ramped it up here.
Yeah, after letting that first goal up, they're going to turn it up a little bit more, be more heavy on the offensive attack, be more ferocious, get in there and try to score as many opportunities.
Yeah, they're looking to become explosive here.
Goal kick coming up. Now for Greeley Central. Hit by the Frederick midfield, trying to turn the corner, trying to use the momentum they've kind of built up. Just can't seem to find any opening.
Going back to my third key, we got to capitalize. I feel like we're kind of repeating ourselves here, but Frederick's got to do something here.
Capitalize, capitalize, capitalize. That's kind of the story of the game so far for Frederick.
I mean, give credit to Greeley Central's defensive side. They've
done
come up big
well.
when they need it, yeah.
They've been very, very strong-footed. They haven't really let up on the defensive attack. And Frederick, they're trying to pressure them into making a mistake. And we've seen it a few times now. There has been a mistake, but Frederick just can't capitalize on it, like we've said.
Mars' throw-in kind of unsuccessful there.
Yeah, like you said, we kind of struggle with those throw-ins, which throw-ins should be kind of the easiest
Yeah, and maybe that's
find.
as the season goes on, I mean, your first home game hopefully is your worst game as the season goes on.
Yeah,
I don't want to say that, but like it should be a trending upward direction. If you know what I mean.
You just want to climb up that peak.
Yeah.
Get up that mountain. As that inbound's going to go Frederick's way. Nice little throw it again. Trying to lead her to the ball, trying to get her to a crossing opportunity and get that ball inside the box for Frederick.
I'd love to know the ratio of throw-ins per team because I think Frederick's got like 90% of these throw-ins.
I think, Greeley Central started off with a lot of throw-ins. It's been kind of, I think, even since, as Frederick has done a lot of throw-ins in that offensive
zone. Yeah.
Greeley Central finds a hole through that Frederick's defense. Briggs is going to have to step up and make a play on the ball, as she does. Smart, clear attempt there from Briggs.
That was a very smart play from Briggs. I think she thought that she had a little more time there, but realized she didn't and made the smart play, just kick it out of bounds, let her defenders get back.
Yeah,
What was that, Ian?
Greeley Central trying to get that ball off that throw, and they're going backwards, but it looks like a foul was called. So it's going to be
We apologize for the camera work. The ball's to the right of the screen at like the 5-yard line. Camera guys, he lost it.
Frederick pushing the pace down the pitch now, trying to get that ball. Greeley Central once again is just going to kick it away, make Frederick have to work from a throw-in position. I think like you said, Greeley Central has figured out Frederick cannot
they're not great on the inbound there.
Yeah, they're trying to clear it out. 23 minutes to go, nearing the halfway point of this first half. Frederick down 1-0. Little pump fake on the first throw-in opportunity there. Turning the corner. Found someone towards the middle. Trying to connect on that opportunity. Corralled by Corral.
That is a very fitting name.
Very fitting.
Mares was crashing the crease there, looking for a juicy rebound. Nothing to come of it from Corral.
Corral said no. As Greeley Central turning that corner again, moving it. Just going to hit that back line there. Fiver gives it back to Briggs. Briggs is just going to take it away. Throw in for Greeley Central in Frederick's end right now. Off the body wrong, working it down that line. Got to be careful, tightrope in that line, not to allow it to roll away. Hit off the body again from Greeley Central. Inching closer and closer to Briggs, trying to net a second opportunity. Nice little move there from Frederick. Nice little keep me up. Try to open the opportunity. Down that far wing side now, left wing for Greeley Central. This is what Frederick's been trying to do. Cross inside the box. Briggs there. Snuck behind her. Open net shot. She skied it.
Oh, man. You couldn't have got a bigger open net.
Wide open opportunity. Just skied it.
What a break for Frederick as we near the halfway mark of the first.
Could have been a 2-0 Greeley Central lead.
Could have been a huge momentum shift for Greeley Central.
As they just take that ball away, Greeley Central having a few open opportunities, trying to get it through. Blocked that time by that Frederick defensive line. Try to head into a transition to an offensive position, but they just can't get it past Greeley Central's midfield. Shot from outside the box just hits the legs there of Frederick as they move it out of their own end. Sent that one down, hitting a few legs. Try to get that through. Couldn't. Fighting bodies. Across the board, Frederick at the midfield area. Finding through. Few opportunities. Corral's going to step up and just pass it off. That's center back. And now they're going to move it down the left mid side.
Frederick had a really strong forecheck going in there. That ball kind of popped through, though.
Forecheck.
Is forecheck not a soccer term?
I don't think so. But I mean, it's pretty close.
I'm using it in the sense multiple players attacking the ball. You know?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, very offensive push.
Yeah.
Inbound Greeley Central. Sorry, throw in for Greeley Central. It's Frederick. The ball has been kind of in that back corner over there, like on that Greeley Central sideline. That's where it's been.
The ball loves the bench over there.
Trying to keep it within the 4 invisible walls, as we were talking about earlier. Essentially, you have each team has extra defenders with 4 invisible walls. As Briggs error on the pass that time, turning the corner right now. Greeley Central working it around. With the right foot, knocked away that time. Ball rolls back out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick. A big opportunity for Greeley Central here. Need volunteer hours, want to help our community, then you should join Key Club, an international organization dedicated to service. Join us after school on the 2nd and 4th Monday of each month in room E118. It's going to be a corner kick. Looking like they're running their own little formation there. So they're going to try to open one player up towards like the backside of Briggs.
What kind of trickery they're pulling here?
Through the legs, entering a shot, field goal opportunity.
Did that go through the uprights or to the right?
No, it was just a little left. Just a little right from our perspective, left of the keeper.
Man, oh man.
A few opportunities that Greeley Central has not
Greeley
been
Central's
able to.
got like the 60 degree out here tonight, and they're chipping them high. That's a golf reference.
Putting a little bit too much on it. Greeley Central try to get that one. Is just going to roll.
That went right through her legs.
I think it's going to be Greeley Central ball.
No way that's their ball. Did she not touch it? Okay.
It looks a lot. That one goes out on Greeley Central. That one should be Frederick, and it will.
There we go.
As Greeley Central's keeper's playing very, very far out.
Yeah, they're at like the 25-yard line.
Yeah, you got to – if you're Frederick, you got to see that. Maybe try to boot one from half. But you don't see that very much. Frederick with numbers as they just send it right to Corral.
Exactly what you thought of.
Just a little – you got to kind of sky it. You got to get it up in the air. Sends that one up as it bounces right over Frederick. Bodies are colliding.
We got some contact out there.
Far left wing side now. Greeley Central caught up. Frederick ties them up. Hitting that central midfield. It's been a lot of, back and forth.
Yeah.
I think it's been a lot of ping pong game.
That's what I was thinking earlier. It's kind of ping pong match here.
Since that first quick goal from Greeley Central, it's just been kind of back and forth. And I will say the refs have kind of let it play. There hasn't been a whistle.
No.
Not many whistles have been blown during this first half. A lot of disciplined play.
Oh, she had so much room. Frederick just chose to kick it. Apologies for cutting you off there.
No, you're good. Try to get that through ball opportunity. If that connects, that's going to be your big opportunity. But the way Corral has been playing for Greeley Central right now, so far out of her box, that
she's like completely challenging the shooter.
She wants him to take that deep shot where she can just drop back and make the save. As pressure on Frederick's center backs, Briggs tries to clear. She's going to roll away from both Frederick and Greeley Central inbound or throw in for Greeley Central.
I would have liked to see Briggs pick that one up and try to facilitate it.
I don't think she could have picked that one up because it went off a Frederick leg. If they pass it back to their keeper, they can't pick it up.
Really?
Yes, it has to go off Greeley Central for Briggs to be able to pick that one up.
That makes sense. I mean, you could completely exploit that rule.
Exactly. You could just keep sending it back to your keeper, let him pick it up.
Just kill time completely.
Frederick down the left wing side. Big opportunity here if they can find the through. Overstep that ball. Nice little opportunity. Just try to get through the legs. Greeley Central back checking, trying to get through. Nice little leg there. Frederick with an opportunity now, trying to get that cross coming away. Took a little elbow shot there.
Whose ball is that going to be?
That's going to be Frederick's ball in the corner.
They both looked like, I didn't touch it.
Yeah, they're both going to plead their case.
She had the turbocharger spooled up there. She was flying.
Frederick will get the corner kick here. Probably biggest opportunity of the night in this first half for Frederick. As you got to set up a couple, got to get up some heads down low. Try to get this header in the back of the net. Or set it up high and let someone take the shot opportunity. Blocked there by Greeley Central, as that's just going to roll away for a throw-in with 15 minutes to go in this first half. The rain is starting to come down heavier.
Yeah, it is.
Squeaking by some Greeley Central defensemen. Frederick trying to get there, win the possession back. And they're going the wrong direction there. Frederick trying to turn the page, go to the offensive position as it sneaks through. Frederick on an opportunity. Shot from outside the box. Golden Eagles! Outside the box in Frederick. Knotted up at one here. Brooklyn Rickman, the freshman.
Rickman just found that ball, squeezed right through. She took all advantage of that one.
In the 14th minute, Brooklyn Rickman capitalizing for Frederick. One score as the rain is pouring down right now. Big opportunity, Frederick, as that ball just snuck through that defensive line from Greeley Central. Taken away again by Frederick, trying to use the momentum here. Got hooked on the line there, no call. Ball bounces back up high. Deep shot from outside. It's going to go wide that time.
That went through the field goal post. That is exactly the momentum Frederick needed.
Yeah, they needed that goal desperately.
As the rain is dumping
It's
here.
lethal right now. Outrageous rain right now.
It's like beastly, some might say.
Goal kick coming up here for Greeley Central. Taken away by Frederick on their offensive push. Slow to get up after that one. Down low. Sneaking by every Frederick defender there. Pressure coming on to Briggs as she takes care of that one. As sent down that time, going to hop through some Greeley Central. And again, Frederick on the run. As that's Rickman again. Nice little move, jabbing to the right, inside. Rickman again! Blocked on that shot that time as she tried to go from outside the box again.
Rickman's superpower might be the rain.
It might be that high. It's the rain and then the high stepping through that defense. As the field is starting to get a little bit more slick, you can start seeing the rain sticking a little bit more. 12:41 to go in this first half. Frederick has a lot of numbered opportunities. Too much on it. They're going to call a offsides on that one, as Frederick kind of confused on why they were so wide open there.
I think Greeley Central definitely came out hot, but
it's kind of slowed down.
Frederick's got it now.
The momentum is kind of in Frederick's favor right now. The rain might be Frederick's superpower.
It might be.
As Greeley Central hops in to skip through, Briggs dives and covers it up. She's just going to survey and look. Dumps that one down deep. Ball bouncing. Going to find its way past that yellow stripe on that far side. Throw in for Greeley Central. Frederick will get a substitution.
It's so hard to see substitutions over there.
It is very hard, especially from that far side. I think Rickman's coming off. Frederick from their own end, trying to push it out that side, trying to utilize fresh legs as well later on in this half. Through ball down, nobody to connect unless you're Greeley Central. Pushing the pace on Corral. Misreads where she wants that ball to go. Frederick fighting around, trying to fly and get that ball. Nice little move down there, trying to go into an offensive push. Trying to squeak it on by, somehow keeps the possession. Greeley Central has it. They'll just kick that one out of bounds, get it away from danger area. 1-1. Frederick have knotted it up. Ball going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Greeley Central. As they're going to
We're going to get a shoe tie on the
shoe
keeper.
tie. Would you like to meet an Olympia, connect with a D1 athlete, or talk to a Twitch streamer? Rocky Students is a part of Rocky.Church, and they're all about connecting students to their purpose. They believe they believe that students are the future, and their goal is to help empower and encourage and support. There are many ways to connect with Rocky Students. You can start by watching their monthly podcast on YouTube, where you'll hear from a guest on a multitude of topics, or show up on Wednesday nights to hang out with friends, meet with some incredible guest speakers, or even join their gaming community on Discord. Follow them on Instagram, Rocky Students _Frederick, to learn more. Corral goal kick connected by Frederick's midfield. Trying to keep that momentum on their side, push it into the offensive attack, and try to go up 2-1 right before the half. Pit pocketed away, sends it down the middle. Corral's going to get there first. Corral's at home.
Corral's been very aggressive. I mean, makes sense as a soccer goalkeeper, but
Exactly.
I feel like she's over the top, huh?
Yeah, that might be why Rickman got that first goal. Corral was playing too far out, and then it just became an opportunity for Rickman to just bury it in the back of the net.
Yeah, once it came off Rickman's foot, like it almost Corral knew she didn't have that one.
It was perfect. Placed towards that far corner, made it hard for Corral to get there and make that play.
The ball's trying to squeeze through, but never will.
Yeah, Greeley Central keeping a good defensive push there, forcing Frederick to backtrack and get back to a defensive role.
It looks like it'll squeeze out the back, huh?
Yeah, out the back side. It's going to be a Frederick corner kick, I believe.
No, I've talked about the weather a lot, but I wonder if this game's going to go past half.
Might get a delay,
It
maybe
might
a
be.
cancel. It's coming down pretty good now.
I kind of hope not, because Frederick's playing.
This is the rain might be
It's their superpower.
it might be the kryptonite for Greeley Central, as the corner kick on that far corner, taking their time setting it up. Opportunity now for Frederick to try to net a second one here late in the half, around the 8-minute mark. Little slight light corner cross. Shot inside that time. Corral's there. Holds on to it.
That one came off the foot, and I thought it was good. Crowd just
Said no.
was right there, huh?
Yeah, she said not in my house. As Greeley
Uh-oh.
Central flying past Briggs, stepping up to make a play. Lost it. That shot's going to go wide.
Oh, my goodness.
Wide.
Briggs put everything into that.
And she did exactly what she needed to do. She's got to step up, close off the lanes, which will cost you an opening. But no way. Greeley Central does not capitalize that one again. That's, I think, their third missed shot attempt. As the rain is leaking into the booth.
It's coming in
It is
now.
coming in now. Briggs on the goal kick now. Sent it right to Greeley Central. She's just going to pick that one right back up. Yeah, we'll see what the halftime decision is coming out of the locker room with this rain.
I said it kind of earlier, but I don't really think the rain's like
Affecting
them
much,
a
yeah.
whole lot, huh?
You can see kind of where the start of the box is. The rain is kind of piling up there. It's slip and slide action. Push foul. That going to be on Greeley Central. Going to be a free kick for Frederick. Slipping and sliding.
Someone should make a song about that.
There probably is one.
Probably. It's 2025.
Greeley Central pushing it from the midfield. Stepping up Frederick, making a good defensive stop there. Pushing that one back down that left wing side. Greeley Central opening up an opportunity. Looking for the cross. And forced back further.
Nice centering play there. That would have worked out. That would have been very smart.
Handball, that one on Greeley Central. You got to be careful of those, especially inside the box, because those end up being penalty shots for you. Frederick from deep inside their own territory, trying to set up a play here, try to get it down in. stepping up, blocking Greeley Central's center backs from clearing. And Frederick's possession will turn to nothing as Greeley Central just blocks it, forcing the corner. Out of bounds. It's going to be a Greeley Central throw in on that far side. It's about 5:23 to go left in this half. Mason, how do you want Frederick to finish this half out?
I think they're playing exactly how they need to. I think we capitalize one more. We're going into the half well.
Very, very strong.
Very, I don't know the word I'm looking for, like a leaky start. I mean, Greeley Central doesn't pop that one early. It's completely Frederick's game.
You got a 1-0 Frederick lead. I will say since, Greeley Central first scored, Frederick kind of turned it up to another level.
Yes.
And just
that might have been what got him in the game.
Exactly.
They needed that one.
Yeah, that goal might have been the opportunity. And then they obviously scored their goal, made it 1-1. As a turnover there inside Frederick's offensive zone, squeaking on by. Frederick trying to get a shot off, nowhere to go. Trying to get there to control it. Greeley Central, ball rolling around. Frederick taking a shot, blocked that time again. Greeley Central's defensive backs doing a great job helping corral out there.
What a good opportunity for Frederick there. If they could have, that ball bounced around one or two times. 1 foot connects, that's in the back of the net.
That is a goal for Frederick, as there was quite a few opportunities. It's kind of hard to tell through the rainy window where that ball was.
Huh?
Yeah. A lot of bodies in the way for Greeley Central. Offsides.
Sub 4 minutes here.
4 minutes to go. Frederick just trying to close the half out. I think if you close the half out, getting maybe 1 or 2 more shot attempts off, not allowing Greeley Central inside your own zone, I think that's a good way to close it out.
Yeah.
If you close it out 1-1, I don't think that's
I'd be happy with that,
I don't think that's a horrible start for Frederick.
We've made Corral be excellent. Oh, hold on.
Greeley Central from outside the box. Briggs says no.
What a save.
What a save.
Oh, my goodness. She put the body on the line, and she was there.
Body on the line, both hands in the way, saying no.
She shut the door on her. That thing, she shut it so hard it was unhinged.
Greeley Central working it from their offensive territory. Nice drop pass down the left wing side. Trying to turn the corner. Frederick's defense saying no. Here comes Greeley Central. Frederick's center back stepping up. Forcing that one away. It's Greeley Central now finding maybe a little bit of opportunities later here in this half. As again, that one just going to kind of slightly roll into Frederick's box. 2:40 to go. Try to just close this out. Close this half out 1-1.
Can Frederick get this ball? We need to get the ball past the 50 here. Turn the tables. Flip the seesaw.
Frederick's inbound. Far side. A little confusion on who's going to throw that ball in for Frederick. As again, Greeley Central utilizing and turning that failed throw-in attempt into an offensive possession. Greeley Central working it on that side. Frederick trying to close out those opportunities, and they're just playing kind of keep away towards that Frederick sideline.
Near in a minute 30, Frederick cannot give one up.
Yeah, this is one where you don't want to give, Greeley Central the momentum right back after you got that momentum and had it pretty much this entire half. Since pretty much the 38th minute in this half, they've had the momentum. They don't want to leak one through and just allow Greeley Central to go into the half up by 1 with 1:20 to go. Frederick at the midfield stripe now trying to push the pace. You got to play to that final whistle before the end of the half. As here they come looking for that through ball on the right wing side. Found it. Well, will Briggs be there? Briggs will corral it.
It's seeming Greeley Central does, they kind of just kick it ahead to the right corner, and they let that right winger just fly.
Yeah, they're trying to play that through ball pace and try to get him on them on a run essentially and try to score those opportunities. That's what a lot of teams like to do. Frederick has tried to do that with that right wing side. We've seen quite a few times. They just haven't been able to, communicate it well enough and find the passes. Frederick turning the corner, finding that through ball. That time trying to turn it. Greeley Central says no, forcing it towards that line, just barely tight roping it on the line. It's going to go out of bounds. 20 seconds.
Rickman is flying tonight. She's got our Frederick goal, and she's nasty on that forecheck.
Frederick, nice little step, trying to score here late in the half. Frederick got it taken away by Greeley Central. 8 seconds to go in the half. Greeley Central trying to flip the page, turn it over, and that'll do it for the first half for Frederick. And Greeley Central knotted all up here at 1.
What a half, huh?
As we will be right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Do you want a reliable realtor who you can trust with your money and owning or renting a home? Then you can turn to Zadell Realty, and specifically Greg Zadell. Greg is a local realtor who helps people buy and sell both homes and investment properties. He has an extended knowledge of the market and is extremely involved in the community. Along with being a local realtor right here in Frederick, Greg Zadell is extremely experienced in his profession. Not only is he a broker, but also the owner of Zadell Realty, located in the Carbon Valley area since 1980, just over 42 years as of now. Make sure to watch for the Zadell Real Estate article in the Consumer Report. You don't want to miss it. You won't regret it when you rely on Zadell Realty.
Rocky students exist to build up the next generation, to live a life of purpose, influence, and faith. You see, we believe that when you discover purpose, you start to discover you have a reason to live. And when you discover you have a reason to live, you start to notice you have influence. And when you lean into that influence, you make an impact. This world needs people like you, the next generation, to discover your purpose and to decide today the leader you want to be tomorrow.
In Frederick, we believe in rolling up our sleeves, not just for ourselves, but for each other. We believe in playing outside until the stars flicker on and protecting the hallowed ground of childhood. We believe in a lifelong commitment to actions as good as our intentions. We believe in the power of our voices and the obligation of our hearts to form a strong foundation. We believe we are onto something that's worth all we can give it. Here, the life we dream of is ours to create.
I think the future is bright for Frederick. I think we understand our identity and who we are, and we don't want to lose that.
The town is really built on the community of people and how everyone almost treats people like family.
I see an opportunity to have a seat at the table and to show our worth and our value and our undeniable characteristics of being a lovely community that's welcome to all.
Hi, I'm Coach Matt Lloyd. I'm the head.
Rocky students exist to build up the next generation, to live a life of purpose, influence, and faith. You see, we believe that when you discover purpose, you start to discover you have a reason to live. And when you discover you have a reason to live, you start to notice you have influence. And when you lean into that influence, you make an impact. This world needs people like you, the next generation, to discover your purpose and to decide today the leader you want to be tomorrow.
Welcome back into the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. We have a little booth cam setup.
Big booth cam.
Yeah, Mason, we're going to just talk about this half for Frederick. And they, first half, we started off kind of leaky like you talked about. We didn't really play to our best abilities. But then towards the second half there, or start of the end of the first half, closer to the start of the second half, we started playing a lot better. We played more offensive momentum, pushed the pace a lot more. I just want to see what, you think about that.
I thought Frederick played excellent near there at the end. Rough start. I think we kind of said that. They let that one slip through. Defensive backs kind of lost their man. But then, they turned up. A good chunk of the second or the first half, it was just in the offensive zone.
Frederick kind of, struggled early on getting it out of their own zone. But then it's, after that first Greeley Central goal, they pushed the pace into an offensive momentum swing and just stayed heavy on the offensive push, netting that Rickman goal closer there in about the 14th minute, and then just keeping that offensive pressure just to keep it rolling and keep going. And then ultimately it closed the half out with probably most of the momentum right now, I'd say.
And I'd say Rickman's my MVP currently. First half MVP for me.
She has been flying around right now. She's just been doing very, very good. As this presentation of halftime here on Frederick High School Girls Soccer is brought to you by Greg Zadell at Zadell Realty. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, Greg Zadell at Zadell Realty is your community-centered go-to person. Greg is a local realtor and broker who's been selling homes in the Carbon Valley area since 1980. He's an active supporter of our community, FHS, and a proud partner of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. If you're looking for a realtor with a deep knowledge of the market, Greg Zadell is a great choice. Watch his monthly real estate article or consumer report in the Consumer Report, or email him, Greg at ZadellRealty.com. Greg Zadell at Zadell Realty, your community-centered realtor. And, our star basketball player, Zoe Whitler.
I was about to say, Greg's a great guy.
Greg is a great guy. He met with Zoe Whitler recently. They played a game of house, as we can take a look at that right now.
What's up, Eagle Nation? Carly Evans here, alongside Zoe Whitler and Greg Zadell for the Zadell Realty Halftime Show. Today, we're going to be playing a game of house, similar to a game of horse. The rules are the same, but the only difference is if you answer the question correctly, then it equals a shot made. First one with all letters of the house loses the game.
I'll take a question instead of shooting this.
Okay, the first question is, what is the term for a loan used to buy real estate where the property itself serves as a collateral?
That's a mortgage. I better take another question.
Ooh, okay. Second question is, in real estate, what does the acronym MLS stand for?
Multiple listing service. Take a question instead of shooting this.
Okay. What is the process called when a property owner allows someone else to use their property for a specified period, often in exchange for rent?
They're leasing the property. Give me a weird question.
Ooh, okay. What is the difference between a real estate agent and a real estate broker?
So technically in Colorado, everybody's a broker, but most people are considered agents if they're working under a broker. I better take a question.
Okay. In what type of housing do residents own their individual units, but share common areas and facilities.
A condominium or else common interest community. Jeez, I'm gonna have to answer a lot of questions. Okay, give me another question.
All right. What is the term for the increase in the value of a property over time?
Appreciation. Okay, another question.
Okay. What do we call a document that outlines the rights and responsibilities of a tenant and a landlord?
A lease. Better take a question.
Okay. What is the purpose of a home appraisal?
To set the value of the property to determine what the lender will loan on it. Okay, I'll take a question from here.
All right. What is the legal document that transfers ownership of real estate from one party to another?
The deed.
Welcome back to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I'm Ian McKendry. Alongside me is Mason StVrainStorm. Start of the second half here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Whole second half to play. Frederick, Greeley Central knotted up at 1. We had a little talk there at halftime. Clean slate, wipe it all away. Start of the second half, get rolling. And I think if you're Greeley Central, your biggest key is just to come out and go back to that early momentum that you had in that first half.
Exactly.
Come out swinging, come out shooting, and just do what you can do. As the rain has not lightened up one bit.
Not at all. We're now inside.
The camera has moved towards
Yeah.
the indoor.
Also, side note, if you want to watch that
The end of that
house
Zadell,
video
yeah.
with
Zadell.
Zadell and Zoe, you're going to have to tune into the next broadcast as we get ready to go here.
Greeley Central moving it down the left wing side, trying to push the early pace like they started. Frederick trying to turn it into a offensive showdown, continue that first half momentum, and just keep it rolling. 39-22.
Yeah, apologies on the time. Give me a second. It's a little chaotic up here.
It has been very chaotic when the rain started. Greeley Central has that offensive momentum right now. Frederick trying to push it out of their own end into that midfield stripe area. As here comes Greeley Central, left wing side, crosses into the box. Opportunities there. Nobody there to connect. Some frustration showing from Greeley Central.
Strong start by Greeley Central, though. They were coming out flying.
I mean, that's what they have to do if they want to get back into it. It's Greeley Central on that far side. Sending it down. Frederick trying to turn this into an offensive opportunity. Become an offensive play. Throw in coming up for Frederick on that far sideline.
Good looks by both sides here, huh?
Yeah, Frederick has definitely started off more defensive in this second half. They want to become that more offensive and more aggressive team. So far, haven't really found that.
Bouncing around. Kind of like a ping pong match again.
Again, back to that, back and forth, constant. Frederick on the offensive push down the left wing side, trying to force that ball into the box, bouncing around, missing a few legs from Frederick, missing a few from Greeley Central, trying to exploit the openings. Frederick turning the corner, controls, shot from way outside, way right of the keeper.
That looked like it might have tipped off a Greeley Central, or tipped off of something.
I think that hit a Frederick leg. Is the
Okay,
goal.
yeah,
It is going to be a goal kick rather than a corner.
It didn't look like just she missed it that bad. I think it was tipped.
I think so too. I mean, it was a good-looking shot. She might not have wanted to take that shot. Might have wanted to step up a little bit more and see if there was more of an opening. Blocked down by Frederick right now and just swept away by Greeley Central as she is hooded up.
Nifty move by the Hood.
Here comes Frederick down the right wing side, pushing it down the right this time. It's going to be out of bounds throw in for Frederick, just on the line to where it would have been a corner kick. As Frederick got to find someone to get over there and do the throw in. Ref's telling him, you got to hurry up, kind of.
Apologies for the camera. She's a little difficult today. We're trying our best.
The rain makes it difficult here with this tech. Left-footed shot blocked. Frederick trying to get there to get in front of that ball to open up another shot opportunity into the box. Bouncing around, Frederick should get this possession on a corner kick. No, they're going to say goal kick for Greeley Central, as that one's close.
It was very close.
Hard to tell from here.
I thought that was Frederick ball.
Very, very hard to tell. Nice little goal kick opportunity. Headed off Frederick from outside the box. Shot blocked.
Whoa.
Rebounded again. Looking for the shot. That one's going to fly. Too high, but the pressure from Frederick right now mounting.
Very much so. Every kick this Corral throws out, Frederick gets it. Yeah, she's smart. She's smarter than that. She's seen it twice.
She's got to be careful. She's been, turned over many times, and that we kind of saw that from Briggs. So maybe that half is kind of just like the cursed half. Yeah,
huh?
where for the goalkeepers. Corral right now. As they've let the hooded bandit take the free kick, as Corral couldn't really get it out of the air. As it's taken away again by Frederick. That pressure is forcing Greeley Central back more into their own area, in their own territory. Frederick having to retreat, trying to settle back down and send it back up the pitch. Here comes Greeley Central with some numbers on a through ball opportunity. Out to that far wing side. Frederick steps up, gets rid of it. It dumps it out. Throw in coming up far side for Greeley Central. Trying to open up, if anything, an opportunity to try to score, take that lead as they kind of lost it and lost the momentum since their first goal.
Very much so.
Yeah, they came out. They
came out flying.
Yeah, they came out blazing and then just couldn't really get back to that momentum. Here comes Greeley Central, lost it off the foot, gonna roll just out of bounds.
She's a speedster. I wish I could see her number.
Kind of a whirlwind, just speeding.
Once again, got the turbocharger going. Oh, Cia's
just flying. Frederick back checking, looking to see where they want to go with it. Couple bodies of Greeley Central in the way, communicating. And a good defensive play there by Frederick to force that one out of bounds.
Smart play by Maras. She knew she didn't want to give up that pass, and she sufficed with that ball just going out of bounds.
Yeah, she'd rather that one go out of bounds and just not turn into a Greeley Central opportunity on offense.
That's what it takes to be a captain on this team.
Yeah, you got to have that leadership.
Yeah.
And you got to know
leadership
everything.
And their smart plays.
Yeah, you got to know everything on the field. As that through ball could have been crucial for Frederick, too much on it. It's just going to barely be in the box. Corral's just going to sit back, let it come to her. 32-34 in this first half for Frederick and Greeley Central. Sorry, second half for Frederick and Greeley Central, knotted at 1 each. Essentially, you're coming into a second half knotted at 1-1. It's essentially a 0-0 game again.
Yeah.
You take it and you say, okay, we're just going to wipe everything that happened in the first half, come out. And we saw that from Greeley Central early on in this second half and just pushing the pace. But then Frederick has completely flipped them onto their heads, and they've become an offensive team. That one's just going to barely squeak into the box as Corral's just going to grab it once again. Frederick has kind of pushed that pace, trying to open up that opportunity inside the box and try to get a scoring opportunity. But, Mason, they haven't really found anything there.
Not really. I was just thinking about Corral's kicks, and I think Frederick ends up getting them more than their own team.
Yeah, I mean, Corral has kind of she's done a very, very good job of
Frederick has tested Corral tonight.
Corral has stepped up to that challenge. I will say it has become very, very quick and smart to know where everything's going to be in that moment. And then, obviously letting up that one goal. And she has kind of squeaked back to her own end. It kind of came back. So she's not allowing that much space in between her and the goal. And she's just been she's played further back, and she hasn't allowed much happening there.
Very much so.
And rather than where she was basically at the 35-yard line, like we talked about earlier, playing heavy, high up, where Greeley Central was playing high offensive attack, where she didn't really have to do much and just sit back. But then Frederick exploited that very quickly.
Exactly.
Frederick opening up an opportunity. Throw in coming up for Frederick. Again, just trying to push it on that line. I will say Frederick kind of works it down that line when they have to inbound that ball.
Yeah, they love using that as kind of a safety net almost.
Big opportunity here from Frederick. Corralling back into her own net. Shot from the far side. Almost connects with that back corner. As Frederick with a big opportunity there.
The ball had its sights on the net, but the wind gave her a little gust.
That is a hard shot to try to bury, as she was just about a smidge off from that being in the back of the net. As you talked about the wind, it's kind of starting to get there too.
It's the elements out here.
Mother Nature has her own plans.
You know what? If it's the first game, hopefully the rest of the games are clear.
Hopefully
clear skies.
spring starts settling in a little bit.
This is good for the grass and the flowers, though. We need the rain.
This is true. It is a turf field, though.
Yeah, not our grass, but
the grass behind us.
Yeah.
Corner kick from Frederick. Sending that one down into the box. Frederick trying to utilize it. Shot down there, bouncing around. Frederick trying to get some bodies in front of that ball and try to get more than a shot opportunity. She is taken down. Hits the ground. Good sportsmanship there to get her back up. There's a beastly tackle there.
Yeah, those two went in. They collided hard.
Contact.
Crazy contact. You watch any of our basketball streams,
you'll understand that one right there.
Ian loves contact.
I do like to watch. I like to say contact a lot. That is something I do say a lot. As Frederick right now pushing the opportunities at that midfield, trying to turn it into offensive.
I feel like Frederick's doing an excellent job here of takeaways. Oh, they got tied up.
Tied on the line. I don't know how that stayed in.
But Frederick's takeaway count is
pretty
through
high.
the roof.
Pretty high. Greeley Central's had quite a few turnovers. It's like those opportunities right there where they try to send it out. It just gets caught up and turned over very quickly. Ball going out of bounds there. Throw-in coming up. Frederick turning the corner, trying to open up an opportunity. Corral's just going to corral it again.
Fits so well. Frederick's done a good job getting inside body position. You saw there on the throw-in, just getting in front and making sure that ball is for us. Corral's going to get that again.
Squeezing through that defensive line. Every time that ball seems to find its way through, Frederick has just not been able to meet the call.
Yeah.
They haven't found, where that ball is.
I'd say the ball's been on the the right side of the 50 for a good chunk of the second half.
Yeah, it's been on the right side, literally Frederick's side. We like the right side there.
Yeah.
We want Frederick to have that ball. And they've done a good job of holding on to it. Frederick's trying to force it through. Got to be careful because that would have been a offside. Smart move. That one chips through. Frederick has numbers, but they're going to call an offside on the far side.
Come on.
As that ball looked like it went off a Greeley Central leg.
That was close. I mean, once again, he's got a better view than I do, but that was tight.
27 to go in this second half. All knotted up at 1. I think right now Greeley Central being outplayed in this start of the second half. They've got to find something to get them back into their, momentum and rhythm.
They got to get their mojo going again.
But I really do think the rain has kind of helped Frederick. Greeley Central hasn't been able to connect on some of their, opportunities like they did when they started the first half, to start the game, really. That ball sneaks past Greeley Central and Frederick, defensive and offensive players.
I'd say Frederick's done a better job coming out of the half with just passing, moving the ball. I feel like the completion percentage of passes has been a lot higher.
I think they've done a good job at spreading the pitch, like we talked about with your keys earlier, as we can prop those back up to take a one more look at them.
A little gander, huh?
You did say start the tempo strong, and we have so far in this second half. We spread the pitch very, very well, and then we've tried to capitalize. We haven't really hit that goal as well.
Yeah, I'd say that's the lackluster, but
besides that,
you can do everything else right. The opportunities will fall for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we have spread the pitch very, very well. We have opened up the opportunities. We just need to capitalize. And if we do start capitalizing, making this, a 2-1 to 3-1 game, you can come away with the win at home and just take care of business.
Yeah, we've tested Corral a good amount tonight, but
especially in the second half. Early on here in the second half, we have tested her.
She'll let one through. I can tell you that.
Miscommunicated. Set it in the box. Frederick can't get there to connect, though. As she just kind of had to stick a leg out there, and she might have hit that ball, and that ball might have ended in the back of the net. That was a nice little one-timer opportunity.
Good offensive side by Rickman.
Again.
Hayden Rickman, the other one.
The other one.
Greeley West could have been on a tear there, but she got the double leg right in front, kept that ball on the right side of the 30.
Both Rickmans have really stepped up.
They've shown out tonight.
They have shown out.
I wonder if their parents got them like a monster or something pregame.
Give them some energy.
A little fuel.
Yeah, exactly. Get them hyped up. Get them amped. Especially the freshman in her only second game, scoring her first high school goal. As a freshman, scoring her first goal of the season.
She might be a stud here.
Of her career. Briggs takes care of it there. And she's going to go for a goal kick here.
This is Briggs' first time touching the ball this half.
I believe so, yeah. She hasn't really had an opportunity to.
No, she's probably sitting back there soaking wet, shivering.
She's probably moving back and forth trying to warm up to stay warm. Frederick turning it, trying to get that offensive opportunity on that close wing side, but did not get anywhere there. Anaya Davis again.
The hooded bandit.
Hooded bandit.
I think she's been the stellar star for Central on this second half.
I agree. She's been very, very good. As there she is again. Davis just all
She's
over.
everywhere.
She is. She's kind of flying around right now.
Oh!
It's going to squeak. Will it get there? No! It's just off the corner.
That is the bounce we needed. And that'd be the most Frederick goal of all time.
We had a goal last year where the keeper had it, and it just kind of squid through her legs, just very slightly rolled through. As I can't believe that did not go in. As that ball just took a weird bounce, and Frederick almost capitalizing on it accidentally.
Corral's got to be shaking up back there.
Hey, she's got to be kind of shivering. I think she's got to be kind of cold.
I mean, she's seen action. She's probably sweating back there.
Oh, I meant she's cold.
Yeah.
She hasn't played the second half to the best of her abilities, but she hasn't really had help from that defense from Greeley Central. Frederick has kind of broke down that wall. And
there's Davis again.
And just coming through. It's Davis again, just all over the place. That was out on Greeley Central. That should be Frederick ball, but they're going to give it to Greeley.
No,
they're going to give it to Frederick.
Mara's thrown in.
Yeah. Oh, no, they're going to give it to
Oh,
Greeley
come
Central.
on. What is this guy watching?
Greeley Central will get the throw in, but it goes right back to Frederick. Ball don't lie.
I can agree with that one being Central ball.
That one for sure should be Central's ball.
Whoa.
High arcing pass. Not sure what was happening there. Frederick will have the possession here, trying to move it towards
Trying to
Central's
get it
chance.
moving north here.
Heading south.
I'm thinking of the pitch like north is good, you know.
I see. Yeah, but in the directions of
Yeah,
Colorado. heading
On
south.
the true direction, we're heading south, but I want Frederick heading north here.
Clipper coming in clutch behind us. It's Frederick tied up there. Greeley Central moving it at the midfield area. Gives it right to Frederick. Frederick has a lot of bodies, but Central has dropped a lot of bodies back to play some defense. Trying to curve that corner. Just can't get there as Central's just going to boot that one away into a throw-in opportunity.
Smart play there. She had a one-on-one matchup with no team help. Yeah.
You don't want to give that up. Off the body again. It's just Frederick's shots, everyone in the second half has hit a Greeley Central body, it feels like. Poked away. That one just squeaks right past. And Greeley Central has so much room and numbers that they just barely cannot get that ball through. Frederick trying to utilize where this open space is.
Great area pass by Mares.
Yeah,
she even pointed and kicked. That's captain-like.
Yeah, that's what you need, especially out of a captain. You need that. And then also just to, notice where that space is. And complete one of your keys, like you said, that open space. So that ball's going to roll on out. Going to be a goal kick once again.
The rain might be dwindling here.
Does look like it's kind of settling.
That'd be nice.
That would be very nice. But will that give Greeley Central some motivation?
Interesting to see that Corral has just completely abandoned the kick and moved it on to Davis.
I mean, it's probably good for her. You want to keep that, focused on goaltending. And if you can't get that ball out of your half, she had, 3 straight turnovers.
Yeah, right.
Trying to
Bang,
get it away.
bang.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
As LeBron once said. Tied up there. 3 Frederick offensive players. They're tying up the opportunities. At the midfield stripe now. Trying to turn it away, but Greeley Central with some momentum, some heat coming down the other way. It's going to go right over. Frederick's going to have it. But Greeley Central finds it right back. Forcing their way through that Frederick midfield. Here comes Greeley Central for one of the few times this half, pushing the pace. Offside's going to be called.
We just got under the halfway point of this game.
Halfway point.
Not of the game, of the half.
It
Apologies
could be.
there.
It could be. It is technically the halfway point of this quarter and close to the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3/4 of the way through the game here.
There you go. Frederick might be happy taking away with this game with a draw, but obviously you want to
I
win.
wouldn't settle for a draw. We've outplayed them completely
This
here.
is true. We have to. I think if you're Frederick, you don't let up at all. As a tumble, diving, falling around there on the field, on the pitch. Greeley Central on that far side. I mean, if you're Greeley Central, I think you take away this game with a
they'd
a
love
draw.
it.
They'd
Yeah.
love it, yeah. They haven't really had a second half momentum
No,
swing.
not at all.
As it's kind of building right now. As maybe the rain was their kryptonite. It's starting to let up. They're starting to find that rhythm.
They're back in it now. Looking over at the benches, though, Greeley Central has a deeper roster than we do.
Yeah, Frederick. I think they're huddled up.
That's true. Frederick's got about 8 people under one umbrella, but
they're all huddled up trying to warm up down there. It's they haven't
it's like
seen
penguins.
Yeah, they have not seen much action. They got to start to stay warm down there. Trying to get there. Frederick trying to get it at that midfield. Greeley Central just kind of running into each other, colliding. There's a whistle blown. Frederick will get a throw in.
I love talking about the weather, but one nice thing about the rain is the smell.
It does smell.
You got that nice rain smell.
Here comes Frederick. Nice move. Shot from outside Corral. Using the hands and takes care of it. Wow, what a grab.
Yeah, if she goes for the kick.
She got a
I
pretty.
guess she had the save.
She had the drop kick there. That's more of a better opportunity than trying to kick it off the ground.
Exactly.
There.
Yeah.
You can push the field more with the drop kick rather than that ball being. Stuck
She had
on the
like
ground.
double the distance on the drop kick there.
Yeah, probably her best, clear of the half.
Her lethal weapon.
Here comes Frederick at the midfield. Nice little stepping move, trying to get through. And they meet the brick wall once again of Greeley Central's defensive line.
Davis is everywhere.
Davis is flying.
She's a 1,000-foot player.
She's got to be a midfield player. She's got to be moving back and forth from offense to defense and then also controlling that midfield. She's kind of the Swiss Army knife.
Yes.
The weapon from everywhere on the pitch. She's everywhere. You can use her in many different situations.
You can put her anywhere.
Really. I'd see how she'd go and goal first before you say that.
But I've seen her being the last defensive back and then
this is true.
leading the rush. She had to have played club ball somewhere.
Oh, definitely.
She got that swagger to her, too.
I mean, she is the hooded bandit, as
Yeah.
they're calling her here. Here comes Frederick now, trying to with a head of steam. Getting tied up, a lot of bodies colliding. Frederick trying to back check, trying to figure out where to go from here. Turning the corner. As that ball just squeaked right under her leg. As Greeley Central miscommunicating as a
I don't know why she tried to kick that out of bounds. She didn't have anyone 30 feet around her.
I think it was a little miscommunication. I think she wanted her to step closer to the right foot. Instead, she stepped left, and that ball just rolls off the body. That's
Frederick got – oh, my bad. Frederick got good body position there on that inbound, but –
that's just one of those,
roll
unlucky. Yeah, it's one of those unlucky bounces, and that's a Greeley Central bounce. As Greeley Central will bring a substitution on the pitch. As I think in one of these games, you don't really want to get subbed off because you're kind of warm.
No,
right now.
yeah.
You're going to head to that freezing bench.
I was just thinking that Greeley bus ride home is going to be cold and wet. That's going to be miserable.
It's going to be a long ride.
Especially when Frederick pops another one here.
I mean, that would be great.
Hopefully.
Send him home packing. Is Frederick trying to get with that ball? They do. That one goes on the line, somehow stayed in. I was going to say that's going to be Frederick ball. As that's poked away. Good offensive push by Frederick right there. That's going to be an inbound or a throw-in for Frederick. Or it should be.
Mares has to have 40-plus minutes tonight. She's been all over this pitch. What's going on?
I think they called a handball on Frederick, so it's going to be a Greeley Central free kick. Or a throw-in.
Throw-in? Okay.
I'm very confused. He said free kick, then turned it into a throw-in. As that ball rolls on that line. And Frederick's going to wall up, allow their defensive backs to step up and make a play there, try to clear that ball out. Frederick's done a good job when that ball is in their territory, just get rid of it. And as I say that, they turn it over. And Greeley Central has a head of steam coming down that far side, trying to get an opportunity. Someone cutting down the middle. She doesn't see him, and Frederick gets that clear. Nice little break from Frederick. One with about 13:25 to go in this game. Frederick trying to net one more. They have had the momentum and outplayed very, very well right now. They just got to find a way to net one more and get that opportunity. One striker down. I think they've changed up their formation a little bit. It doesn't look more like a 4-2-4.
Really.
It looks more like a 4-4-2 in the back right now. It's been all Frederick offensive. Here they come down that side. Left-footed shot. Corral diving body on the line with a beautiful save there.
I was just about to say, Corral might be getting cold back there. She hasn't been tested in a sec, but she got one. She stood strong.
Yeah, that was a nice save there. She's had 2 big saves now. She's had back-to-back really, really big saves. It's a breathtaking save there as they can breathe a sigh of relief on that Greeley Central sideline. That ball did not go in the back of the net. And now they're going to turn it into an offensive attack push on that left side. Frederick stepping up and making a play, turning that corner.
Great takeaway there by Frederick.
Good job getting rid of that ball, especially further out so that Greeley Central doesn't have much room to work with. And now they have to open up the, kind of playbook more and try to figure out where they want to go. Nearing 12 minutes now. Both teams kind of got to just push aggressive now. This is going to become a whole offensive push.
Very much so.
It's going to become, just all offensive, I think, for the rest of this half.
Ball's bouncing around.
Yeah, ball goes out of bounds there. Throwing for Frederick.
We'll get some subs. One sub for Frederick.
Just a reminder that our broadcast is brought to you in part by United Power. At United Power, we are proud partners of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network and proud to power local sports and local schools. Your United Power, your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Throw in now.
Shout out United Power, by the way.
Yeah, shout out United.
If they don't run us power, we don't stream.
We don't really do much, yeah. I don't think the school has that much power either. As that through ball just doesn't get there. If that gets there, that turns into a big Frederick scoring opportunity. Out wide and a miscommunication, misread play.
She had so much green grass in front of her if that pass was completed.
Yeah, Frederick having the opportunity, just a few miscommunications and not, talking is turning it into a harder opportunity. Stepping, lost it, regained it, kind of caught up. As again, blocked that time, just stayed in. Frederick kind of gave up on that play. Not what you want to do there. You want to stay and play until the ref says that ball's out of bounds, which it was not. And Greeley Central trying to use that momentum and just kicks that ball down.
Davis is such a well-versed, nasty player.
They're
she
all
makes such
over
smooth moves.
That's Frederick tying each other up. Keeping that ball in, though, as another, kind of miscommunication, is they just can't seem to be on the same page right now.
That might be the enemy here for Frederick.
Yeah, that not being on the same page and
turning
Greeley Central turning these opportunities into an offensive opportunity. They're going to test Briggs. Shot misses the net. As I'm looking to see if the ref's going to give him a free kick.
I don't believe so.
They don't give him a free kick, but it does look like it's going to be a corner, which is
okay.
Frederick kind of catching a break there. That's a free kick from right outside the box. That's a big scoring opportunity. And, if you're an extra step in there, that's a penalty shot for Greeley Central, and that could be the,
that could be the swing.
That could be the, end of the game there as a shoe tie for Briggs. The 2024 Frederick High School yearbook staff is excited to capture the memories and moments of the 2024-25 school years. Please make sure that your memories last forever by purchasing a 2025 yearbook. Prices will increase throughout the year, so buy your yearbook now. Right now, Greeley Central trying to run a short corner, try to get the opportunities, try to use her as a draw opportunity. That ball bouncing around in the box dangerously. Nobody there to connect on either side.
The scoreboard operator has turned off the clock and does not have it going.
Looks like 10:26.
Yeah,
maybe
they got 10:26 on the board.
I feel like it might be less than that.
Yeah.
But
they're sleeping over there.
As the guys down on the pitch are yelling at the score.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
Oh, there they go. Now we're down to 8:50. What is going on?
Messy.
We'll get that change for you guys.
Yeah, we'll fix that one up for you. As it's paused at 8:57 now. As we can hear Fox.
Dr. Fox down there.
At the crowd mic, you can hear Fox yelling. 8:54? 2?
Oh,
okay,
now she's running. Okay.
Now she's running. Looks like 8. Oh. We're
paused
at
8:50.
We're just
now
gonna call the game here.
I'll just let it run and we'll see what happens.
Moving it right now. Dropped to 8:38. So now I think we have it running at the right time. Greeley Central right now has a big offensive push. Frederick got to get it out of the zone. Someone goes down for Greeley Central. As Briggs comes all over there.
There's a Greeley Central and a Frederick player just tied up there. I don't know what went on.
Locked legs maybe. Collided. And
yeah.
Not really sure what kind of happened there.
What a boot.
Briggs with a nice clear down. Frederick trying to turn that corner. Trying to find that through ball. They are there, but a great defensive
dang
game.
bandit, man.
The hooded bandit again.
Ava Davis is just
Davis is all over the place.
unbelievably nasty.
Very, very lethal. It's kind of that weapon. Davis is that weapon. Throw in now for Greeley Central. Or, sorry, Frederick. As Frederick trying to get some numbers down. Greeley Central's getting into that bench depth now. They're trying to sub some fresh legs on with 7:40 to go. Frederick lose that throw in. Greeley Central pushing it up now. Flying down that side. Out of bounds. Going to be a Frederick. I believe Frederick's throw. They're setting up like it is a Greeley Central throw-in, sorry. As we hear, the bench is getting rowdy now. They're starting to get into the game.
Fired up over there.
Both sides have kind of come alive. As a miss read on the ball, and costly. That almost turned into a big opportunity for Greeley Central. Frederick now pushing the pace, sending it through, and Davis there again to block it off. Frederick with a steal, trying to find it through. Too much on it. As Corral's just going to let it come to her. She wanted to step up and make a play on it, but no, that could have left her box open. Frederick's got to finish on those. They got to follow through on those. They can't stay back.
Yeah, they're not giving a whole lot of pressure there.
You got to give Corral pressure, and maybe she'll slip up. Corral pressure, and maybe she'll slip up. Block that time, but Greeley Central somehow coming away with it. Down the left wing now. As that ball's still in play. Frederick go down, trying to get the through ball. Can she get there? Davis is there.
Davis's cardio is
walling off. Davis lost it, though.
Lose it?
She lost it. 6 minutes to go exactly.
The scoreboard just like frozen. The water might have got to it. That might be a hefty bill for the school.
United Power, save us.
Yeah, get the United Power boys out of here.
Throw it, Frederick turning it around. Frederick trying to get another chance. Just rolling around, gets to Greeley Central, and Davis try to push it up the pitch now. As the rain has seeming to
dissipate?
It's still there, just not very much. Greeley,
the field's probably soaked.
It is probably. That turf has been
sitting
there for a hot minute with that rain. Greeley Central's bench has come alive. Frederick's is kind of quiet.
I'd almost beg to say Greeley Central might have some momentum here.
I think they do. This has been like the near end of this game, and Greeley Central has come alive.
They push in the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes there.
I think that is where they are. They're that late, early start team, and Frederick's got to. I think it's really Frederick hasn't dove into their bench very much either. Yeah. They haven't really had much depth and much switching. So a lot of these players are.
You're still figuring things out. I mean, both teams at first game, or Frederick's second game, I guess.
Frederick's first home game.
Yes.
At that, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, still figuring it out. They got a full season to play here.
Yeah, you got to see who's going to be, coming off the bench and making some big plays.
And I think today we found out that the Rickmans,
both starters, might I add.
That would be to be looking out for.
Yeah, that'd be fun to, be out there with your sister.
100%.
Especially one's a senior, one's a junior, one's a freshman. So you got one more year together. And if you're already a starter of varsity as a freshman, that's pretty dang impressive.
With first goal of the season,
exactly.
too.
Frederick's first goal. 357 now. As Greeley Central gets a hole through. Frederick trying to move the pace late here in this half. Trying to get numbers down. Nice little move. Stepping into the box. Cross in. Blocked there by Davis. Sets up the shot. Is it goal? There he goes! Top bids off the crossbar and in. Frederick take the lead late here at home. Stunning Greeley Central.
Holy smokes.
What a shot.
That was massive. Straight up outrageous.
2-1 Frederick, 3:17 to go as Greeley Central come right out of the break and just fly.
They were ready. I think that thing went bar down, too.
It did. You could hear the bar from there.
Yeah, it made a little chime.
Now they've got to play defensive. Can't allow Greeley Central anything. Nice little nutmeg there as Davis is high stepping through. Moving around. She's taking it herself. She's going end to end. That ball hits the out of bounds as they have not updated the scoreboard.
Scoreboard operators are snoozed over there, man. It doesn't matter. I'm so fired up because of that.
2-1. You called it earlier. Frederick taking the late lead. Stunning Greeley Central as that momentum has been all in Frederick's favor since really the 38th minute in the first half.
Yes.
It's been all Frederick ball here.
Looks like Frederick's complacent with just keeping this ball out of bounds.
They want to play away. They want to keep Greeley Central out of their offensive zone and not allow anything to go in their favor. Greeley Central works. Frederick chips it away, chips it out of bounds as the scoreboard updated now.
Oh, here we go.
2-1 Frederick lead. It's a nice little bicycle, probably the wrong way for Greeley Central, though. They're trying to push the offensive opportunities. Frederick just has to survive for another 93 seconds-ish. As that one's out of bounds, going to be a Frederick throw. 70 seconds is what they say, or sorry, 80 seconds is what they say.
I got her near a minute.
A minute 5 is what we have. They have it up in a minute 7.
Man, if Frederick can hold off this next minute.
What a comeback.
Catching, going 1-1 to start the season.
Coming off of, the loss coming into home. Yeah, your opener.
Getting
you come
shut out
Yep.
last night, 2 nights ago.
Yeah, you come in at home, take that win, and put Greeley Central at 0-1 to start the year.
Frederick went 6-9 last year. You capitalize in this one. That's a good way to start.
You're a 6 of the way there.
Yeah. They're going to do better than 6-9. We said they're a rebuild. Nah, this team's ship-bound.
This team is locked and ready to go. As nearing the end of this game, Frederick just trying to keep Greeley Central out of their end. So they're just going to keep kicking it away, kill this clock.
Frederick even gets the inbound here. I just hold on. I just chuck it at the net.
I'm throwing that thing other side of the field.
That thing's going to the moon.
I'm letting Carroll have that ball. 1.5 to go.
1.5? 1.5?
We're stuck at 1.5.
There we go.
We're waiting for the final buzzer. Maybe giving them a couple extra seconds.
There's the zeros.
Zeros are on the clock. As the game should be over. We'll see what the ref says. The ref doesn't want to even turn around to see the zeros on the clock.
Are they going to keep playing?
I mean, it's a corner kick for Frederick, so.
Take the odds and just shoot on there.
Sorry, it's a throw-in for Frederick. Yeah, possibly they might have some stoppage time. Yeah, I didn't think they did that at this level, but I guess they might. But maybe just because the scoreboard was off, they had to add some time. She wanted to rip that one from deep, but did not get anywhere near the goal. Another chance that time. Just going to hit Davis as it slipped through Davis. And Carroll slips it up.
There she goes.
Final whistle's blown. Frederick take care of business at home with a 2-1 win. Mason, what a game.
What a game. The girls rallied. Rally
back, take care of business.
Went down 1, put up 2, and shut the door.
Yeah, they came alive. And just like we said, it was mostly towards the end of each half. Frederick has come alive and become that team and that momentum, and they just played to their best ability. What a game from Frederick here, Mason.
What a great game.
Domination after that first goal by Greeley Central. Since then, Frederick has done it. Yeah, tonight's broadcast of Varsity Girls Soccer between Greeley Central Wildcats and your Frederick Golden Eagles is brought to you by the talented crew of students here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I've been junior Ian McKendry alongside senior technical producer Mason Shafronic. Our camera operators are Micah Pulitelli and Wyatt Morrison. The third member of our team down on the sideline is Hunter Vickers. For everyone at FHS, I've been Ian McKendry, and you've been watching the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Good night, everybody.